In today's video, we are continuing our coverage of Doctor Strange 2 Multiverse of Madness. It's predominantly going to be a Marvel Phase 4 video. So yo, what is freaking good YouTube boys? Stu here. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel DC content we do on the channel. Please subscribe, like, share this video everywhere. More importantly, comment for the algorithm. Also, if you want to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice, to check us out on Instagram at Warstu. I think you'd be surprised what I actually look like. I get a lot of shocked comments when people realize what I look like because they expect me to look completely different. Also, check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. We've nearly got 30 followers over there, so help me get to 30 followers. That would be insane. So as I've said, when the first official trailer came out, as you know, we got a teaser trailer in the post-credit scene for Spider-Man No Way Home, which was released later. That's the teaser trailer. And then technically the second trailer was called the official trailer. Even though the first trailer was a real trailer, I don't know why Marvel and studios do this. The first trailer is always a teaser trailer. The second trailer is always the first official trailer. And the second trailer is generally the final trailer. But the second trailer, which is technically the first official trailer, realistically confirms a plot leak dating all the way back to 2021 summertime-ish, which is fascinating because I've had endless people tell me two stories. One, the reshoots that happened recently changed a lot of the predominant story, and also Mr. Bruce Campbell, who's apparently in the movie, but he can't tell you who he's playing, but I know who he's playing. Very fascinating character. Wow, if they show that, that's going to be cool. So, did they really change a lot during reshoots? Or is it just the initial, we're adding shitloads of cameos and adding additional information and additional scenes? Because a lot of this plot leak we're about to go over corresponds to the trailer. So, let's break it down. And careful for spoilers. I don't want to ruin your life, but you've clicked into the video, it's your fault. And it's also worth saying, we can't confirm if this is the real plot, but the trailer does actually line up with a lot of this stuff. So, the opening is a variation of this. Opens in a fiery burnt forest. Mordo is hunting Wanda with a magical bow. Wanda chops off his head. One is Sorcerer Supreme. I know what you're saying, that's kind of obvious, but this was posted August 2021, 6 months before the movie came out, so that is cool. Then we have a multiversal chase with Chavez. One, a variant classically looking strange. They run away from an interdimensional demon and are en route to retrieve a book that will grant them a spell to defeat any evil. They get close but are impaled. Chavez takes Strange's dead body and Multiverse hops to our main universe. When she is anxious and scared, she can open multiversal portals and is the only person in the MCU to do this, and we can literally see this in the trailer. There is a scene where Defender Strange protects American Chavez from being killed by a demon-looking thing. Chavez is being held by a demon-looking thing on what could be her universe. We later see the same thing take place where Strange, Chavez, and Palm open up a portal that leads them there. Then we see a demon thing that kind of looks like it's holding America Chavez. Then we see Defender Strange lifeless body being sucked to Chavez's portal with a demon-looking thing can be seen in the back, possibly holding Chavez. Defender Strange, lifeless body in Chavez's portal being transported to our MCU timeline. So you can literally see it in the trailer that does back up the fact that this plot leak post in August last year has some validity. Back to the main MCU, Strange and One are at Palmer's wedding when Shamaguru starts attacking New York City. He is trying to harvest America Chavez's power and was summoned by Wanda. Strange and One fight Shimaguru. People in cars die by being smashed. One and Strange are able to kill by ripping its eye out. Obviously, it's Gargantus, but this was posted back in August. But essentially, Shamagora is Gargantus. Gargantus is Shamagora. It's legal reasons why they can't call it Shamagora, so they will call it Gargantus. And we do see this in trailer. You know, the wedding scene we see in the trailer, and then we see the scene where we see Gargantus, and we see the portal, and we see Strange chop it in half, and it's also backed up by a Lego toy set. So predominantly, we've seen this. That also confirms another scene from this plot leak. It's 100% confirmed. Chavez meets them and takes them to Strange's dead body in an alleyway. Then they go to a pizza shop to calm Chavez down. And yet again, there's this picture from Empire magazine. I would try to put this picture in, but I don't really like to put magazine shots in because legally they've got the copyright to it, and legally they could probably take the video down if they wanted to. So let's continue. Strange starts having nightmares about dying. With one, Chavez explains that they are not dreams, but they are real events happening in other realities. She also talks about how she is always always on the run from some monsters. Strange thinks Wanda can help. Now, we see the trailer. We've seen this in the trailer. You know, he sees the haunted kind of sanctorium Strange. We see him wake up in a crazy bed. Strange wakes up from a nightmare where he seems himself from another universe is killed. You know, the watch scene. Pretty much the opening of the Spider-Man No Way Home post-credit scene, which essentially turns out to be, again, affirmation that it's real. It's interesting here that it says Strange thinks Wanda can help. Wanda's the freaking villain. No, she's not. It's actually Chthon. Wanda threatens Strange, and they go to Kamar-Taj to protect Chavez. We are introduced to the Minotaur. We see the Minotaur in the trailer, and you know the scene in the trailer where Strange goes, I'm not here to talk about Westview, and then Strange is like, tell me about the multiverse. And obviously in this scene, it looks like she's doing some projection, some manipulation, because they ain't walking through a field. They're really not walking through a field. And then we see towards the end of the trailer where Wanda goes, you help people, you're the hero, I do it, I'm the villain. You know, where Wanda looks really evil. I don't know if you can actually say them scenes are the right dialogue from the movie, because as you know, trailers come out in really weird ways where it's kind of jumbled together and you're not actually getting what you think you are getting. Wanda kills a lot of people and is able to capture one, but Strange and Chavez escape to another universe. Again, a lot of this can be seen in trailers. I'll try and overlay it all properly, but you see the part in Kamar-Taj, you see the Minotaur, you see the massive explosion over Kamar-Taj, and you see what looks like a crazy ass battle come in. You see an explosion, and that pretty much is the part of the trailer. And then you Strange, Chavez, Gargantus, and one looking like he's getting hurt. So yeah, it's fair to say that a lot of this plot leak dating back over a year nearly is real. Wanda can astral project herself to other universes, but can't bring her body. Now, this is something that comes in every single bit. So we see a bit in the trailer where Scarlet Witch has the classical comic book suit on. She's got a bunch of candles around her. She's doing some meditation, and that is where she is doing astral projection. This video literally confirms the whole movie. You guys better hit that like button and tell me how freaking awesome it is. We see Strange and Chavez in an Iron Elysian timeline as Strange is looking for help. They go to the timeline where Strange sacrificed himself to defeat Thanos. They go to the Sanctorium where Mordo is Sorcerer Supreme. He poisons Strange and Chavez. They wake up in a prison, and yet again we see this in the trailer, and it also could be the same part where Strange has a statue of himself outside of the Sanctorium, meaning he obviously sacrificed himself for the greater good. And you know, in the trailer where Mordo's like, I'm sorry, Stephen, your desecration of reality will not go unpunished. And then he poisons him, and essentially it's the Illuminati scene is what I'm getting at. I am freestyling this with minor notes. You know how I rock. Mordo brings them to the rest of the Illuminati, which is a multiverse team that consists of Monica Rambeau as Captain Marvel, Captain Carter, Warstu, Boulder the Brave, Professor X as their leader. Now, you can't actually see any of these. It does confirm Professor X, it does confirm the Iron Legion, but it's worth saying this was posted August 2021 before No Way Home came out, and there was even a pre-resolution image of Doctor Strange with the Iron Legion being up in front of Professor X with the chair and everything. So you can't really dispute whether this is real or not, because this literally came out 6 months ago and it lines up with the trailer. The Illuminati debate on whether or not to kill Strange because he is breaching the multiversal laws, which is forbidden. Strange warns that Wanda is coming, and we know Wanda is the overall villain. And again, I think this is apart from the trailer where Strange is literally in front of Patrick Stewart, Professor X, and Professor X says, should we tell him the truth, or something along that variant. We then see Wanda from the Illuminati timeline with her kids, but the MCU Wanda possesses the variant. Kids are confused as Wanda. She leaves the Illuminati. Boulder says Wanda is no match for them, and Wanda just impales her body with magic. Professor X has a floating chair. We see it in the pre-riz. Monica and Carter are crushed by a fallen statue or thrown to the wall. Can't remember which. Now, we do see this in the trailer again. Everything is in the trailer. You know where it looks like Wanda's going psycho? It looks like zombie Wanda. Her eyes are blooded. We see her red magical power coming out of her hands. We see the eye, and you can see a lot in her eye. And this is a bit where we see what some people seem to think is Iron Man or Captain Marvel. It's most likely going to be it's most likely going to be Monica Rambeau. But remember, this plot leak came out a long time ago, and it looks like she absolutely decimates them. The same scene where a lot of people seem to think it's Jean Grey with the Phoenix Force. I don't think it is, but that literally lines up with the segment we've just gone over where it says Monica and Carter are crushed by a falling statue or thrown to the wall. Palmer breaks Chavez out of prison prison as Wanda and Professor X fight. He tries to heal her, but she snaps his neck. Yeah, I hate to say it, but gonna die. Now, there is some pre-ris images of this. I'm not gonna put them because they're owned by Marvel Studios, of Professor X fighting Wanda, and we do see a scene in the trailer of Chavez in the Illuminati prison, thus confirming that a lot of this is real. Strange and Mordo fight, but I can't remember how it ends. Remember, this is a rough plot leak from someone that knows what they're talking about, and we do see a scene in the trailer where Strange, who is handcuffed, prisoner of the Illuminati, fighting Baron Mordo. It is freaky how real this is. Palmer, Strange, Chavez go to an underground sanctorium, running away from Wanda. Wanda's blowing everything up as she gets close to them, and again, we can see this scene again. Now, this is where everyone seems to think this is a what-if situation of Wanda, where it looks like it's zombie, crazy Wanda, but realistically, it's not. It's just her going absolute psycho. They reach a locked door. Palmer is able to open it with the help from her bracelet. The door opens to the multiverse, and we see a book. We all know what this book is. They try to reach the book, but Wanda grabs Chavez and throws Strange and Palmer to another dimension. It's decimated New York, where Defender Strange is the ruler of the Sanctorium. Again, this was seen in the TV spot, and it was seen in the first trailer. You know the scene where they're looking through what looks like a massive vortex in the middle of nowhere. And also, it was the opening scene of the Spider-Man No Way Home post-credit scene, where Doctor Strange appears at some random place. So yeah, a lot of this is absolutely lining up to a T. So now, at Kamar-Taj, sorcerers create a magic barrier to prevent Wanda from coming and getting in. She enters the mind of a new weak sorcerer and breaks the spell, killing 95% of all sorcerers. Wanda is now back at Kamar-Taj with Chavez, and a sorcerer sacrifices herself to destroy the Darkhold. Wanda threatens Wanda to tell her where she can find another Darkhold. Otherwise, she will destroy existence. One informs her of the Darkhold in the mountains, in an unknown place. They go to the castle where the Darkhold demonic itchings on the wall. Wanda now has Chavez's power and the Darkhold, and she can now multiverse hop her physical self into her kids and bring them to the universe. And we kind of see this in the trailer. It's a bit where Strange is like, you can't control everything, probably speaking to Wanda, presumably. Evil Wanda beats good Wanda, and she reaches her children from this timeline. And again, we see the scene where it looks like evil Wanda's talking to good Wanda in Westview, and it's a real cute moment. She touches her face. Could be an Easter egg, but we don't want this video to be too long, so we're going to have to skimp on the details. Whilst this happens, Strange fights Defender Strange. Strange kills him by throwing Defender Strange out of a window, getting impaled onto a fence. Strange astral projects himself to his dead self in the main timeline. He walks like a freaking zombie. And again, we've seen this in the trailer. It's the bit in the trailer where there's a bunch of red stuff going around. Strange is using the book to find the universe so he can astral project himself into the dead body. Notice the window behind him is broken because he threw Sinister Strange through the freaking window. Then we have a scene at Kamar-Taj with a few survivors, and the Minotaur gives a speech about one never gave up. They make a trip to the Darkhold castle. As they make the trip up there, one is thrown out of the castle but uses magic to save himself. Strange whispers in Chavez with his dead self that this empowers Chavez with better control of her multiversal powers, and she punches Wanda in and out of different universes as Wanda punches her back to another universe. Now, I think you can see it in the trailer where Strange is walking towards what looks like to be and controlling Defender Strange's body. You can see it's almost like the zombie-fied scene in the trailer, and we do hear Wong scream Strange, and then we get what looks like a crazy version of Doctor Strange towards the end of the trailer. And I've made a joke how it is Null, God of the Symbiotes. Well, it could still be that, but realistically, do I think that's going to be Null? No, but it made for a really cool theory. And also in that kind of scene, we do see America Chavez in the Darkhold castle preparing to punch Wanda, and we see her punching someone. We don't actually see Wanda get punched in the face, but we see America Chavez swing for someone. The end of the film is Wanda finally getting to her children, but she is messed up, zombie looking, and the children start to cry as she comes to them. Wanda blows up the Darkhold domain when she comes to her senses after seeing her kids frightened. We see her in the rubble, unclear if she's alive or dies, probably lives. This bit's interesting because there's another plot leak that essentially says that Wanda does the No More Mutants part, brings all the X-Men to this universe, and kills herself. I'm not expecting Wanda to die, if I'm honest. We have a dialogue with Chavez and Strange where she's happy. Strange came back. Strange bows to Wanda, and they train Chavez to hone in her powers and skills even further. Now, it is worth saying this doesn't mention anything about Chthon behind the Darkhold, but you really think the Darkhold book is manipulating Wanda to bring all these demons, to bring Shamagora, aka Gargantus, into this universe? Chthon is behind everything. Trust me, he really is. Billy and Tommy are in the movie, and they're all aged up. If you remember, we've seen Billy and Tommy in the WandaVision series, and then at the end, the post-credit scene, the Darkhold, she was studying it, she heard her children cry, and that essentially sets up everything. So, allegedly, this is how it ends. 5 district universes, and a few weird ones. The Illuminati timeline, ruined New York City, Iron Legion, the multiverse itself, one that looks like the end of the Loki, and a Darkhold castle, which takes place in the main timeline, but is located in an unknown place, which essentially is the void, I guess. Post-credit scene is Strange getting corrupt and growing a third eye out of his head and asks Clea for help. And this scene comes up so many times in every plot leak I've seen. A load of insiders keep talking about how Clea is going to appear in this movie. So I really do think a good majority of this is real. It's backed up by the trailers. It's backed up by promo material. It's backed up by, I guess you could say, a Lego plot points. But if Chthon is not behind the Darkhold, this will be the biggest missed opportunity. Yes, I'm talking to you, Kevin Feige. I know you watch my content. I know you do. Please include Chthon, or else it would just be the biggest missed opportunity ever. And hopefully, if I edit it properly, you can see how I sync it all up with the pictures and stuff. But it all depends how I edit it. No idea how I will. So like always, guys, this was posted back in August. So you can't say, oh, they've taken it from the trailer. This was posted before the trailer. Months, like literally halfway into 2021. We're nearly, well, it's March now, March 2022. So you can't be like, yo, this is because the trailer. No, the trailer did not leak 7 months before it came out. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment to help the channel grow. Also, check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. I've got 30 followers over there. Also, check us out on Instagram at WarstuG if you want to see the beautiful face behind the voice. But more importantly, if you want to become a channel member, do so. It costs less than 99p. It just shows your love to your boy WarstuG. Also, subscribe, comment 500 times, share the video everywhere. It really does help the video get pushed out into the algorithm. So much love and support on the Marvel DC videos recently. It is so freaking cool. So like always, guys, have a nice day. If you've made it this far in the video, hashtag Team Warheads, and I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch you later.